Hey, family and friends. Happy Friday. Yay, yay, yay. Happy Friday, guys. We're super excited to have you here with us on this beautiful, fantastic Friday. Y'all, it's a beautiful day here in the Chicagoland area. The sun is out, the birds are chirping. It's not too cold, it's not too hot, but I pray that you guys are enjoying your day, your Friday, yay, yay, and preparing for the weekend. Yeah, over here in the Refresh World, our week starts on Tuesday and it ends after we're done on Saturday. So we get to enjoy the presence of the Lord because a lot of us work in churches on Sundays, and then Mondays is our Sabbath. So we're not yet done. We're not yet done with our week, but I want to welcome you once again to our Rush Week. We are on day number four of our Rush Week. We missed Wednesday, but we're here today just literally talking about all that is happening and going on here at the Refresh Institute, and we want you to be a part of it. Yes, we do. So I see you guys jumping on here. Hey, Nakia. Hey, Janice. Hey, Tila. Good to see you guys. Thank you. Look, it's not really done today. If you've been following me all week long, you have seen my hair digress. You have seen it go from curly to now it's just laying slick down. That's just what happens. But it's all right because Monday is hair day. Hallelujah. So I get to come back to life a little bit more. But super excited to have you guys hanging out with us. Hey, Tamia in the other room. Hey. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Facebook land. Hey, happy Friday. YouTube land. Hey, happy Friday. We're just glad to see you guys today. And so I'm super excited because today, not only do we get to talk more about the Refresh Institute, but we also get to explain and explore and dive a little more into our piano course for this scholastic year and what it is all about. If you guys don't know, we are accepting registrations. Hi, Cherise. Good to see you. Hey, Tila. Hey, Janice. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Oh, Tila, all the way from Louisiana. Good to see you guys. If you've been following us all this week, we have been talking with our different instructors. Hey, Melissa. Happy Friday to you. We've been chatting not only about all of our different courses, but as you guys know, we are getting ready and geared up for a phenomenal scholastic year, one that will cause you to be empowered and strengthened, and most importantly, sharpened in your gifts, your talents, your treasures, your interests, and all of the above. At the end of the day, whatever it is that God would have you to do, we want you to be refreshed in it. Absolutely. Hi, Doria from North Carolina. I hope I pronounced your name right. Y'all, I get things a little wrong. Wajida, I pray I pronounced your name right as well. Good to see you. Thank you guys for joining us. So we're so excited. We caught you in the middle of your day, but we wanted to chit chat with you all about the Refresh Institute. We've been getting people, they've been registering from everywhere. Anybody that has been a part of our Rush Week, you already know that all of our classes and courses that we've been talking about digging into are virtual. Our songwriting course, which I have the pleasure of teaching, our vocal and music theory we talked about on yesterday. No, what was yesterday? Oh yeah, on yesterday. No. Yesterday we talked about drawing. Hey Janetta, hey Tanisha, hey Eileen, all the way on the YouTube land. Good to see you guys. So yeah, we talked about drawing yesterday. We talked about how God is using artists in this hour to literally release his message, and we had a great dope idea that popped up, and was just saying having a local assembly of just drawers, and we just have prayer, we have soaking music, and all the drawers will just begin to draw, and we'll post the messages on there. Like y'all, it's phenomenal. It's one thing to have a preacher preach to you, but it's another thing to have a drawer release God's message to you in a way that you can understand completely. Hey, Josh, thank you for hanging out with us today. So we talked about drawing yesterday. On Tuesday we talked about music theory and vocals, and that got really deep. And on Monday, if you was hanging out with me, I talked about the Refresh Institute as a whole, and I also chatted with you guys about the songwriting course, which I have the amazing pleasure of getting ready to teach. And so I am so super duper excited about that. But today we're on a task, we're on a mission. Today we're going to tap into our piano course. Today, if anybody have known us, like I said, in all of our oh, perfect. Okay. As I've said in all of our lives, is that we have literally we have been doing creative arts classes since 2016. And with the Refresh Institute, the resurgence of the Refresh Institute, we are excited to this year host a dual arts academy, both in creative arts and in worship arts. And on tomorrow, you want to meet me tomorrow afternoon when we dig deep into the worship arts academy side of everything. We got some time on Saturday to stretch out a little bit and explain to you what that is all about. But that's on tomorrow. Today, though, we want to talk about piano. Today, piano has been a part of our Creative Arts Academy since we've started in 2016, and we're just super excited. We've had so many different instructors that have come along. And we're so grateful. Here's the difference in the thing about these courses that we're doing now versus what we've done before. These courses are now virtual. They're not only on site, they're now virtual. We have all of our courses for both youth and adults in the Creative Arts Academy. And at the same time, you as an artist, you as a creative, get to build your portfolio in all of these different areas. So for example, you're building a drawing portfolio for those of you that are artists. You're building for the songwriters, we're building our songwriter portfolio, and we're getting you set up as so that you can shop your music, get you prepared, get you some advice legally, some advice on all the above as far as stretching your pen. Super excited about that. And then of course, music theory and vocals we tap into. It's one thing to have a gift. It's another thing to be sharpened in the gift. And one of the things that we talk about in the Davidic structure of worship, you had those that were anointed, but they were also skilled. And we cannot forsake skill out, because of the anointing, right? If God wants to use you and then wants to be able to use you with no limitations, you got to have some education behind yourself. You got to be sharpened in the areas of your creativity and your gift. And so this is what we're all about, to sharpen you, to empower you, but most importantly, to refresh you. One of the things we love about music theory that we found out in our scholastic trivia is that music theory teaches about the possibilities of music. And so here's the deal. In all of these courses, we push the envelope on the possibilities of what you can create, the possibilities of what you can do, the possibilities of how God is going to use you, whether it's by way of your pen or whether it's by way of your talent, by way of your gift, by way of your visions and your sight and how you articulate that to a world all around you. So if you want to know more information about the Refresh Global, y'all see that little ticker that's just moving around there. That little ticker says you can learn more about the Refresh Institute and all of our courses that we have ready for the 2020-2021 scholastic year on our website at www.refreshglobalnfp.org. Now, look, here's the big deal. The big deal is this. Our classes are enrolling and they're filling up fast. So you want to go and register. You want to register. We have payment plan options that are available for you. With some people, we are modifying and working with you. Let me tell you, we can work with you if you're seeming to have issues. I know with COVID, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of uncertainty, but we are willing to work with you because I think what's most important is that you are empowered and that you are refreshed in your gift, your talent, your creativity, and all of the above. So if you want to learn more about these different courses, you can also check out all of our videos that we've already done throughout our Rush Week this week to learn more about the different courses. And like I said, tomorrow we get to tap into the Worship Arts Academy a little bit more, and so I can get to show you more about what's a part of the Worship Arts Academy. But today we're going to conclude our Creative Arts Academy with this Rush Week on today, this Friday, with our very own. Now, this man of God is you talk about pushing possibilities in music. He is not afraid to try them all. He is not afraid to push the envelope. And I personally, I like people like that. I need people like that that will. The website is, and it's along the stream too. It's along the stream too, but the website is www.refreshglobalnfp.org. I'm going to say it again, www.refreshglobalnfp.org. Yep. So I just wanted to, you got it. Thank you, Tamia. Appreciate you guys. So we're super excited because, like I said, this guy, he pushes the envelope, he pushes the area of possibilities, and I like people like that because we get to defy all odds, break all boxes, and do all of the things that we need to do when it comes down to, releasing what God is saying for such a time as this. I don't think anybody else should be boxed in at all. Nobody should be boxed in at all in your expression. Nobody should be boxed in at all in the things that you do. Awesome. I'm glad you got it. Awesome. So nobody should be boxed in at all. And so he is willing to push the envelope. I've traveled with him. We've gone overseas. We've had some fun. And Ivory is a phenomenal, loving part of our Refresh Global community, Refresh worship team, and family, and all the above. And so we're so excited to have him as an instructor on the Creative Arts Academy side of the Refresh Institute. And so I would like to introduce to you guys none other than Mr. IV or Ivory Vaughn. Yeah, I wish I had a little. I do this every day. Every time we go like Ivory.
Hey. Got done.
Yeah, so this is Mr. Ivory Vaughn, everybody. He is our instructor for our piano class, music instrumentation piano classes. He teaches both our youth and our adults in piano. And so if anybody know him, to know him is to love him. To know him is to love him. And he is willing to, if you say, let's jump off a cliff, he'd be like, okay, let's go.
We in. As long as there's a net at the bottom, let's go.
Right.
Face first. So.
Face first. Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of fun, but most importantly, you're going to learn. So Ivory, I'm gonna give you a few moments to just tell everybody who you are, your history, and all of the above, and we'll dive a little more into your course. And then, before we do that, we got a scholastic fun fact for everybody, and he's going to just break down what that fun fact is. But that's after he introduces himself. So Ivory, go ahead, let the world know who you are.
All right, what's up, everybody? Hi, I am Ivory Vaughn, Ivory A. Vaughn for Facebook, and for Instagram, it's IV23 Music. I am a producer, songwriter, award-winning songwriter, musician, minstrel, writing a few things, but I'm CEO, but I'm doing what I have to do musically. I am a musician by trade and of the church world for about the last 17 to 18 years. I've traveled and played with some of the guys' best, including Valencia, Lacey, and Ryan Booker, and Tony Tidwell, and Percy Gray, and I'm one of the musicians for Valley Kingdom Ministries, Shekinah Glory Ministries. I'm one of the musicians for Dr. Galeno White. I'm one of the musicians for a lot of different things, but I've been with Refresh for the last 2.5 years, and it's been a great time. I consider myself as a musical chameleon. I kind of fit and fill in where I need to be in any situation at times, and that's how I approach piano. I've been playing piano since I was 15, 16, and I've been playing for about 17, 18 years. You do the math. I'm not telling you my age. You did figure out the age it is. All right. But I did just have a birthday in July. Amen. Praise God. Yes. So I've been producing, songwriting, and arranging for about 13 years, 14, 13 years. I've worked with a few other different artists, and I've had the chance and ability to work with Psalmist Raine and some of her that stuff that's coming out soon. Um, I actually have an album out of worship music, of soaking music that I released in January called Instrumental Worship Volume 1. That's doing pretty well. If you ain't got it, go get it. But I'm a father of three. I'm a hard worker. I love the Lord. And that's pretty much the basics of what I am and what I do. I pray
Yeah.
for wherever, yeah, I pray for wherever I play for, and I try to cover them in the spirit, and I
Yeah.
play
I was
wherever.
gonna jump into that
That's
because
it.
you're not just a musician, everybody. He's not just a musician. He is an intercessor. He will prophesy to you in a minute, and he loves everybody. But not only that, like before you first was when your whole minstrelship thing came about, you were a drummer first.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been in music for like 20 something years. I started playing drums when I was 9. That's how everybody used to know me. Like Ivy the drummer.
The
So
drummer.
I had everything, all my own sticks, my own kit, my own snare hats, cymbals. I was traveling doing studio work as a drummer. And
Wow.
then 15, 16, that round 2002, 2003 ish, shifted from piano. I mean, from drums, full time drummer to
Yeah.
piano. And
Yeah. He'll get on the drum. He'll get on the kit a little bit.
I will get on the kid a little bit. I can still hold my own too.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can. But I know our children has been I know my children have taken piano with him, and they actually absolutely love the chorus. I have a drummer and a keyboard player that's learning how to grow in this thing, and they really enjoy their classes with Ivory, and so things of that nature. So yeah, we're super grateful for that. So before I see you guys out here. Hey, Miss Latina Cunningham. The
Tina!
the
Tina! Oh!
and Keena, good to see you guys. Thank you guys for hopping on here with us. But before we go further into our piano course, we have for you, of course, as you know, a scholastic fun fact.
Oh!
A scholastic fun fact. Oh,
Oh!
So, as we dive in, of course, you know, we want you to very, very quickly put in your answers in the comments so that we could dive in, see what your thoughts are, and things of that nature. So here's the fun fact. The question is this. Well, not even a question. The fun fact was this. No. It's a question to you because we want you to see. I want to see what you know. That's the real thing. I want to see what you know.
Okay.
No, not you, Ivory. The people. The people.
Oh, you want to see what the people know. Good.
I want to see what the people know. So the piano had a different name before it was named the piano. And even now, like, we don't even call piano anymore. We call it keyboard now.
Keyboard.
Now, how it progressed, I'm sure Ivory got some insight around that. Nevertheless, we want to know from you, want to hear from you, what was the piano's original name? You ready? We're going to do Jeopardy. Ivory, you got a keyboard right there. You're going to play Jeopardy for us. And then you get to post on your comments what the piano's original name was. Before, we call it keyboard now. Before, everybody know it as piano. But before that, there was another name. Ready? Go. Leslie said the Ivories. Do another round, because that was good. Do it. Boom, boom. All right, so woo, y'all went and Googled these names today.
Mm,
To me, okay, so Leslie originally said the Ivories, which hits Ivory. Ha,
mm.
there's
So
Ivory keys. Ha,
yeah.
ha.
That's pretty. That's pretty wrong, but okay, we're gonna get you
She came back
there. Good
with
try.
she
Good-
came back with a whole nother name too.
What
She was playing
oh,
on the first one.
what she say?
Uh, okay, so to me, your name sound like a spaghetti, a pasta of some sort. Pianissimo, like that's like a pasta dish. But nope, that's not it. Vernon says piano forte. Cherie says harpsichord.
Yeah.
Darius Darius says this sounds like Church of God of Christ. Leslie and Maggie came up with all of these names that make sense. Lauren says string instrument. No, actually, quite a few of you guys are correct. So, so before it was known as the piano, it was known as the piano forte, which is also considered its original name. Its original name, the piano forte. And we'll tell you why in a minute. Before it was called the piano forte, it was considered a harpsichord.
Yes.
Let's consider that. And then before that, they had this big long name for it, which is what they put right here. And actually, it's in some translations, it is spelled. I'll put it here for you guys. In some translations, what it is spelled like, I'm gonna post it in the comment. It is spelled like this. There you go. That's how it's originally spelled.
Oh yeah. That's
And
it.
in the original translations. Yep, absolutely. So, yeah, but its original name before all of that, because they were trying to really figure out what to call the nature of this instrument. Who knew that there was a controversy around its name? But nevertheless, I see Vernon is Vernon, you play piano? uh, but it is known as the piano forte. And so, Ivory, being the piano instructor that you are, dig into why they finalized it, because it's still also known as piano and
Mhm.
now known as keyboard. But can you talk about the progression from piano forte to piano to keyboard?
Well, the piano forte has nothing to do. That name has nothing to do with the actual instrument. Okay? First, piano or piano forte is actually a value term.
Yeah.
Okay? So piano is actually means soft.
Mhm.
If you look it up in Google in front of you. How they got to how it's called piano these days, I have no clue. I Google it myself. But the piano itself, the instrument itself, is actually based out of wood and ivory. That's how we get it. Now, we get the term keyboard for it because we didn't move off the acoustic instruments
Mhm.
to electric
Yeah.
instruments. Now,
Yeah.
of course, my piano in front of me right now is a Roland Juno DS8. It's 88 keyweighted keyboard. But right, the sound I'm playing out of it right now is piano. Okay,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
in the keyboard instrument can play a lot of different sounds, like the harpsichord.
Right. So piano in essence is not necessarily an instrument, it's a value.
The value,
So when we say keyboard, it's actually about the instrument,
right?
the keyboard. And I
Keyboard.
know piano forte does mean, as Leslie said, soft and loud. And so it that's literally what they were calling this instrument, soft and loud.
Soft loud,
Soft loud.
middle loud. So if you look on the chart when it comes to piano forte, piano mezzo forte or piano forte would be like in the middle. Mhm. Piano is
Interesting.
soft. Forte is loud.
Wow,
Mezzo
right.
forte. So that's like in the middle. Like
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So actually, the right terminology for this course, as far as music instrumentation is concerned, is really keyboard.
Keyboard 101.
Interesting. I cannot tell you how many people think about it, even those that have older parents and things of that nature. I want you to learn the piano. So you telling me you want me to learn soft? Like, if we really break down the things, I know what they mean, but if we really break down what things actually mean, they're like, I want you to play the soft.
I want you to play the soft. That's exactly what they just talking about. Nuh-uh. I want you to go in there and play that keyboard in there. Yeah, there you go. Play the piano in. Now, people, it's right to call it piano because they still make pianos. There are still fresh new piano companies that make all different size pianos.
Yeah,
Um, from like the long grand pianos, which are like 10 and 13 feet long, to the
yeah,
ones that sit in your house. So
yeah.
the term piano is still correct, but actually, it's a keyboard.
And so I like the phrase too, harpsichord.
Yeah,
I like that.
harpsichord. Okay. Matter of fact, let me get my notes now. Y'all didn't put out the scholar in me. Harpsichord came before the piano.
Yeah.
And harpsichord is this sound. If you allow me to change my knob, it has a very dry sound to it.
Yeah.
I can get you one even better than that one. Hold on. Clavichords, mini plugs. Where's my harpsichord right quick? Lord Jesus. Nope.
While he's getting his harpsichord, Vernon says harpsichords had no dynamics. And
None. None.
this is why the instrument. Oh, sorry guys. This is why the instrument is different. The pianoforte allowed both dynamics because the touch could be altered.
And absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. The harpsichord is a very dry instrument, very basic, very bland. Versus the piano sound or piano forte is a more warmer touch. You can play it soft and loud. That's why it's forte or forte piano. Because, for instance, just playing a one note without no touch sounds terrible. Sounds like, hold on, I done turned my whole sound system off right quick. Turn on. Playing it with no touch is just right there. You can
um,
there, like a organ. But even an organ has an organ pedal to play it a certain way.
right.
Piano by itself, you can play it. You can control the sound by play it.
Gotcha. So they've been trying to figure out all this time what to actually name this instrument that we now know as keyboard because of the
Keyboard.
component to it. But so Ivory, if you guys don't know, he is an amazing instructor. And like I said, our kids take to him very, very well. To know him is to love him completely. So we're super grateful. We have both keyboard or piano. We have keyboard in both the youth and for the adults. So Ivory, I'm
Absolutely.
gonna allow you to dig in a little more about your piano course.
Okay, great. So, what do we do in our piano course is we teach the basic fundamentals of keyboard instruments. I show them the difference between piano and organ, suitcase and harpsichord, all different kind of key instruments. And all remember, these key instruments are the same basic elements. I teach them the fundamentals of keyboard, piano. So we go through the key scales, chord progressions. We'll go through different songs, what they mean and how it feels. And then I'll dig into a little bit of music theory because I have a music theory background. I am trying to go back to school for music theory, Prairie State College. All right, Chicago Heights. Anyway, um, the basic of our course is what, about 10 months long, and into I've broken up each section. Each month we tackle a different thing. So one month we're tackling just straight scales. Another month we're tackling chords, major and minor chords. Another month we're tackling progressions and diminished and suspended and augmented and different score progressions. And then we do recitals. We'll be able to have a chance to do recitals. It's this couple, the Scholastic Year. I'll be hands on and talking to you, to the kids and adults, the children and adults of playing piano. And I am so excited about teaching this course. Like, I've been plotting and scheming and putting the things together, just reps to get this information to these kids. And I love teaching the kids like what I know. I didn't have that when I was a kid. When I first started playing keyboard, they threw me in the water and said, "Figure it out on your own." I have the ability to do what I didn't get the chance to do myself, and to pour into new and upcoming minstrels. And like, if I do an intermediate course too.
Yes.
So if you already have the basic of piano and the basics of organ or keyboard instruments, we can get into some other things, some techniques, some different chord progressions of like that to enhance what you already have. Because it's inside you.
Absolutely.
It's already in it. The God gave us all the ability to do something extraordinary in this world. It takes a little iron sharpens iron to pull the best out of all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. I think all of us as instructors here at the Refresh Institute, we serve from a place that we know we need it and we did not get it. You know, a lot of people, they would say this, they would train, they would teach you, and then they would just, throw you out. But we're all about coaching. Now, even in the coaching, we want to sharpen you and we want you to find a lot of people. And I'm gonna just pause here and say this: a lot of people, they learn instruments and they have been bored with learning instruments, especially growing up. You've been bored. Some of you have already said, like, man, I wish I would have continued on learning how to play, or so that I could be a little more fluid. Even if it's just for God alone, if it's not for anybody else, but just your expression. And that was one of the things with me. Like, I used to play the clarinet, but I really wish I tapped into playing keyboard, playing piano, learning piano, because had I done that, like, I feel like my worship time would just be, if I couldn't say it in words, I could play it. I could play my expression. If I couldn't sing it, if it just wasn't hidden right, I could play it and it be my expression unto the Lord, and my offering unto the Lord. And so, Ivory, like, can you just, talk about those moments where you may not be able to talk, how much playing the keyboard has like really helped you?
Absolutely. Because when I first started playing piano, playing keyboard, it was based off of flow. Legitimately, I was a very shy child. I never said much to anybody or anything. Very confrontational. So my pure only outlet was music. When I was angry, I played drums. When I was happy, I picked up the keyboard. And the expression of what I was feeling as I grew, and the Lord started ministering to me about playing the piano, and actually like playing the piano, because I didn't like playing piano. I wanted to play drums for the rest of my life. I did.
I get it.
But actually, when I actually started to actually dig into piano and started saying, this is nice, and my expression started to grow. I started to hear clearer. I started to think more clearly and get more excited about my expression to the Father.
Yeah.
Because one thing that musicians forget, that everything we do is not unto us. It's not for a paycheck, to the Father.
Yeah.
If that ain't the first heart's desire, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, I started playing when I was 15, 16, and all I wanted to do is play. So when I first started playing, even when I didn't have any words to say to anybody, I would cry out, or I had some frustrations at home, I would go to the church, throw my headphones on. They had a RD600. I plugged my headphones to the amplifier, turn the amplifier off, turn the headphones up, and I'm gone. Just me and Jesus.
Yeah, it's the best hideaway. It's the best getaway. It's the best like oasis of some sort. Just being able to dive into just that level of music, like that. To be able to just hide away with God with just this music. For me, anybody knows me, I love instrumentals. I love instrumentals. And like Ivory said before, if you don't have his instrumental project, Warship Value 1, go get it.
Okay.
Yeah, go get it because it's especially for those that you don't want a lot of traffic. I know for me, I can't take a lot of traffic. Sometimes I want to hear people sing it, other times I just don't. Even being a singer, sometimes there are times where you just want to hear music because I connect with music. Outside of vocals, outside of all that stuff, I connect with music. And then Ivory, you being a producer, you did not know that was coming down the pipeline, I'm sure, when you was playing.
Absolutely not. Again, I was hell bent on playing the drums alone. That's it. I didn't want to play keyboard. I didn't want to write songs. I didn't want to produce. I didn't want to make beats. And that's all I'm doing now. That's my bread and butter. That's what people are knowing me for, and that's what I love.
Yeah,
to do. It's more than just something that I'm interested about. It's just more than just something that it's my favorite pastime. No, creating for the Father, creating good music, producing, putting it all together. Love. I love it so much.
And it's to be able to see the bigger picture and then to be able to orchestrate and pull it together, especially on the production side, is something that's tremendously awesome. And I believe that there are people, no matter what age group you are in, it's really, especially in this day and age, like teaching our children more about the arts than about these video games and many of our children want to grow up being YouTube bloggers and all this stuff. And it's like, because when you grow up, you're going to need to pull on these piano roots or these singing and vocal roots or knowing music theory in order to be able to articulate in a very unique way, just a message of encouragement, of inspiration. Go ahead, Ivory.
I try to pride myself with these kids with these apps and making these music, because they'll pull in a sample of 2-3 things that's in the same key and just push it all together and play it, and they'll make $1 million, but you can't feel anything. It ain't ministering to.
I know, and that was a difference. That was a difference between like soul music, with us, our people.
People.
We had feeling behind what we did. We added a little bit of soul behind what we're doing and what we did. And so hey Tanya, good to see you. So to be able to just bring this world together, to use it not only as an outlet but a time of getaway with the Lord, but to be able to be cultivated in it, to give your kids another expression or way to express themselves outside of it, has been healing. It is healing.
Holy. There's a lot of things that's happened within the last few years in my life where I just needed to sit behind the piano myself and cry. And I've done that. Turn my amp all the way up in my space of living or my mother's house. And just it's going to be me and you today, because that's all I need. And if you don't have, even if it's just in your car or vocally, or tapping on a steering wheel, if you don't have that sacred space, to just hide away, oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're truly missing out. You're truly missing out. Hey, Ivory, Alvin says, smile, bro.
No, bro. No.
I tell you guys, the reality is to know Ivory is to love Ivory. We've been working on music for a while. I want to see if I can pull up one of the songs that's getting ready to come out on one of the songs that's getting ready to come out on my upcoming project. And actually what ended up happening was we we were all the way in Atlanta for a. We were in Atlanta.
We was in Atlanta for neology.
Yes, for
I was
neology,
last year.
and they did. Oh, it's not popping up. They did a foot washing service for their volunteers, and we love you too, Alvin. They did a foot washing service for their volunteers, and during this time that they were doing this foot washing service for their volunteers, I don't tell the musicians what to play at all. We just kind of go and then see what ends up happening, in the midst of everything. But we ended up creating this song on the spot. And we're so excited. I'm trying to see if I can get to it. Ivory, do you have it?
I don't have it. I know what you're talking about. I don't.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm
Well,
looking for.
Nick's.
I think we just lost him.
Sorry. What happened? Nick has it. I don't have it, but I know what happened. Nick would tell you that we was in the middle of worship. I was stomping, laughing, and crying, and praying at the same time.
Oh, at the same time. I think I found it. But it's so important. We always see the moment that the keyboard players are there. We don't see the time that they spent to be sharpened the way that they are sharpened. We, especially those of us that are singers, we expect these minstrels to be on it and to know their stuff, but it takes years. It takes coaches and instructors that will help grow you in the things that you want to do, whether it's it doesn't have to be on the public level. It could be on. I'm about to get on in Tweedledee, Tweedledum when it comes down to keyboard. I think I found it.
By the way, shout out to all of my teachers and mentors that's helped me on the way. Here we go. Let's see who we got. Phil Feaster, Ben Moore, D.O. Bradford, Bernard Razor, Curtis Lindsay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning. Still learning. Reese.
I found it, but I don't know what it is. Can you hear it?
Barely.
I couldn't find it.
I'll just play it. Just playing time.
I don't know where it is. But it's coming up on the next project. I gotta find out. It's playing, but I don't know where it's playing from. But he is a great minstrel, and I think it's really, really important. Oh, got it! I found it! I found it. All right. So I'm gonna just play a little bit for you guys so that you can get a tidbit of what we created right on the spot. And also too, this will give you a little sneak peek into what we're doing on this side. But I want you to really, really hear it. I want you to really hear it. Oh no. Let's see.
Oh no.
I'll show you my little iTunes thing so that you can hear it. But this is Ivory Vaughn, you guys, on the keyboard.
Oh help. Help you.
Such a precious moment to be the hands and feet of such a wonderful I'm paused there. I think I'm gonna go to the end.
Yes.
Go to the end. This is where we got started. This is where Ivory was singing, crying, laughing.
At the same time. Playing.
All at the same time. Jumping all at the same time. Y'all ready? Let me go back. I'm giving y'all too much. But this on the next album we're getting released. So all right. No more. That's it.
We ain't gonna have no more for y'all. None.
That's it. But coming up on the next project, and like that was just a song that in the midst of worship, like it was created, and I mean it was one of those that we was like, yes, Lord, for the rest of our days, But I know for me as a singer, without someone that can play this piano forte, this keyboard as we call it, this keyboard that we call it, we would literally be out of reach. It would be hard to articulate what we feel in our heart, the expression of it, because here's the deal: where I cannot express, the keyboard players get to express. From Scotty, everybody knows Scotty. When we talked about our release single, to Ivory, like we would not be able to fully, completely articulate what is on our hearts. So Ivory is our instructor for the piano course. Ivory, is there anything else you want to add about this course? As we move forward. And again, piano is virtual too. It's virtual.
Yes.
It's virtual. And of course, if you're in the Chicagoland area, you can come on site as well.
Right. I'll be doing lessons. Keyboard 101, MP 141, as it is on Refresh. I'll be doing our courses on Saturday mornings. Repeat. Saturday. I'm taking
for the youth.
It's at 10 a.m. I have a 10 a.m. class and an 11 a.m. class. For my adults, I have classes from noon to 2 p.m. Okay? So if y'all want to get in, please go to Refresh Global FRP?
Refresh Global NFP.
Yeah. Y'all want to get in. Look, go to Refresh Global NFP.org. Again, Refresh Global NFP.org. Come find. I'm Ivory, Mr. Ivory Vaughn. I will be your piano instructor, and we have video online courses in our Google Classroom. Come in. It's gonna be a time for a time. Come on.
A time for a time. That's a preacher right there. It's gonna be a time for a time. So we're so excited. We want to say thank you guys so much. Thank you, Ivory, for hanging out with me and talking about your piano course. It's a 10-month certification course, you guys, that you can register and enroll in today to be a part of. You want to go right now to refreshglobalnfp.org to learn more about not only just piano or keyboarding, but all of the classes that we have available for you. Our creative arts, as Ivory just said, creative arts in the piano side is 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. courses for the youth, as well as 12 p.m. To 12 p.m. to 2 p.m., 12 o'clock and a 1 o'clock course for the adults. So if you want to sharpen this skill, sharpen this tool, if you want to branch out and learn about this instrument, learn more, learn about chords and progressions, because I'm telling you, I wouldn't have been able to play that. That's been the rest of my days, y'all just heard. I was singing it. He articulated on keyboard, and that was just a blessing. So I want you guys to go register, enroll today. Courses start the week of August 24th. Our semester begins on August 17th. Our instructors are ready, as you see. They're already ready and prepared to lock in with you and to build you up. And so we're super excited to hear. We're super excited to have you guys a part of the Refresh Institute this year. All right. So you want to check us out tomorrow. We will be here live tomorrow afternoon, digging into the Worship Arts Academy here at the Refresh Institute. And we're so excited because all of the courses, all the certification programming that you see on the website, we're going to discuss. We have been already discussing, but we're going to discuss a little further along with the worship arts on tomorrow. So meet us not necessarily same time. I think we're going on at noon tomorrow. So meet us at noon tomorrow as we gather together to learn more about the Refresh Institute and on this side, the Worship Arts Academy. All right. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with us on this Rush Week and getting a little sneak peek of the music that's getting ready to come out. I think the other day we was talking about vocals. We did a little sneak peek about Refresh Worship Live 3 a little bit. Just a sneak peek, just a little bitty one, but we're super excited to have you. So I will see you guys in class, see you guys in the Institute during this scholastic year. And I'm so excited about you being inspired, being empowered, but most importantly, being refreshed. I see you guys.